Hi everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back today with another video for Ophelia Crafts. Today we're going to make this Get Well card. I like the Everything Eleanor, and some of the elements I used here. The background here and then the swirly bit on the corners here. So we're using Everything Eleanor. We're then using a sentiment from A Dozen Thoughts. Really, this card can be used for any type of occasion, a birthday card, or you're in my thoughts, something like you made my day just because. I chose for Better Get Better because I thought the letter, the font, was quite elegant like the card, so I thought that went well together. And then also for the flowers I chose Petite Petals together with the matching punch. I chose this one because the flowers from Everything Eleanor do not have a stamp or a die or a punch, so you have to cut them out, and I thought for the video I didn't think I would be cutting out the flowers, so I quite like the idea of being able to punch them out. So I've prepared most of the flowers here, and I will show you how I did the other ones later on. So on with the card. We have got a base of Marina Mist, 6 by 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/8. We're going to fold it towards the mountain, and we're going to burnish the score line. That's our base of our card. Then we have some typeset DSP paper, which is 5 1/2 by 3 7/8, and that will just fit on this with a nice border. And then for the inside I've got a bit of copier paper. I've already stamped that, so that is going to be easy for us to put that on there. So we are going to go on to the stamping. I'm going to use the big image from the Everything Eleanor, and I'm going to put it right there. I don't know what you call this actually. Is it like a frame or an emblem, something like that? So we're going to ink it up. When you have a bold stamp like that, a solid stamp like this, always make sure, look, this isn't inking up properly, so you always need to make sure that you're inking it up really well by checking it. Right, there we go. So now we look for the middle and we stamp it down. Okay, there we are. Now we're going to stamp the swirly bit. This one here, and I want it to sort of come out at the edges, but I don't want then the end to be there, or I don't want it to go in there. Although once it's dry you don't see it, I don't want to sort of start overlapping. So what I thought I would do is I just use a bit of paper to just cover it up like this. I'm going to ink up just the bit that I'm going to use, the front bit, and then I'm just going to position it like that. See, so I do have the swirls, but I don't have the whole bit covered up. Let's do this again here. Try to turn it so that it would look nice. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to I think, yep, okay. I'll have to put a flower on that bit there, see, because there's a little bit that wasn't inked up properly, but that's okay. We've got plenty of flowers we can cover that up with. Let's put that to the side. Right, so on to the flowers. Like I said, I've made quite a few here. What I did, I punched out with the punch, I punched out just some from paper. I also used the itty bitty punch, the little flower one from there, just to punch a few out there. And then I stamped a few with the Petite Petals, and I'm going to punch those out as well. and this one too. There we go. Then I take a pencil and I push it down onto my piercing mat, and it sort of gives you that lift. There we go. And then I'm going to get some pearls and I put them in there. And another one. See, this would be this would take just too long for me to do that. And I'm going to mount them on there. So I'm just going to, I've got a little bit of glue here, and I just put the sort of the bottom of the flower into the glue, and that then gives you a little bit of glue onto your flower, makes it easy to put them together. So now we're going to start putting, let me get my piece of paper with my glue closer, putting the flowers on. I just gently swipe them through the glue, and that gives you just enough on the back, see, to be able to stick them down. Actually, that's not going to go there, that's going to go here, this one is going to go here. There we go. I find when I'm doing things like this with little flowers that it's very handy to use tweezers like this. Makes it, you're all fingers and thumbs really when you're doing something fine like this, so it's, I find it's a lot easier if you do it with tweezers. So, another one. Oh yeah, we had to cover that up, didn't we? So let me put a little bit more glue on my page here. We're going to have to cover up that little bit that wasn't stamped properly, and we'll do that just like this. There we go. Then we have these little itty bitty flowers to put on, and generally I just put that in little spaces in between. Alright, and I'm going to keep one for after I've done the sentiment. So let's go on to doing the sentiment now. I have here a tiny strip of paper, and I have cut a pointy end here by putting it into my banner punch and punching it like this. So I just did that. I went into it like that, so it just punched on one side. If my bit of paper is bigger, then I use the hexagon punch, and I just punch it out like that. So that's now I can never get it right with cutting it by hand with my scissors. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm now going to stamp this. Normally I stamp it first and then I trim it, which is a better way to do it, but that would mean using my trimmer on here on the video, and I think that would just take a bit too long. So I risked and did it like this time, and I think it worked. So there we go. I prepared the banner and the wording fitted nicely, so that's okay. So now I have my sentiment ready to be put on here. We're going to get it, have it starting there. So I'm going to have to cut off a little bit. I can do that with scissors because that's not going to be visible. There we go. So that's all done, and then have a flower going that way. Okay, good. So let's get this, and I'm just going to slide it through my bit of glue here that I've got underneath the flower and onto there, and then a little bit of glue for my flower there. Right, so I think we've done our front panel. So now all we need to do is mount it on the card. First of all, let's put some glue on here. There we go. make sure there's a nice border around your panel there. And now let's put this on. This paper is much more flimsy than normal DSP, so you do have to be careful with that. I would normally, maybe I think I should have put another layer on top of there, but maybe I should have made a white card, then a blue, a Marina Mist layer, and then this one. I don't know. Once it's down it's fine, but it's just a little bit more flimsier than normal DSP. So we have now got the 2 cards here ready to go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like it if you do, and subscribe to my channel so you can see all the other videos that I'm going to be posting. And if you would like to buy the supplies that I used to make this video, please go to opheliacrafts.stampingup.net, and I look forward to getting to know you, to giving you lots of inspiration and ideas so you can make beautiful cards too. Have a good evening. Bye.